Be Nice Individuals podcast. Hey folks, this is Thaddeus. I am on the Be Nice Individuals podcast here. Have a couple cool guests. Again, this is hosted at the Flagler Voice Podcast Studio. And today we have Cody and Alex from Distinguished Creative. They're going to tell us a little bit about their business. How are you guys today?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for having us, Thaddeus.
Yeah.
Definitely appreciate it. We reached out to you, and we're glad to be here.
Yeah.
Glad to be anywhere but outside right now.
What do you mean by that? Is it too hot out there?
It is way too hot out there. The humidity just sucks it right out of you.
Well, because it was some weird storm that happened yesterday.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It was whiteout rain with sun, which made it worse.
Yeah, it was like a freak thunderstorm, but that's Florida for you. You never know what to expect down here.
Yeah, about
Right.
3, 4 o'clock. Enjoy yourself. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I did not enjoy that last night either. I actually had a meeting that I was driving to. I'm like, what is this? And there were people pulled over a little bit, but it was very impromptu. I feel like we follow the news or the weather, so that's on me.
Hey, you like to live your life on the
I just
edge.
remember
Nothing wrong with
driving
that.
and looking down 95 over the overpass and seeing a wall of white. I'm like, oh, it's about to get rain.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Now, you guys, Distinguished Creative. Tell me more about what that is.
Yeah, so I'll kind of start
Yeah.
open up with this, and I'll have Alex add more onto this, but it actually originates from a couple other business ideas we had years ago. We used to have a couple other friends that we would make content with, put online, like funny videos and music and things like that. And ultimately those business ideas didn't work out.
Yeah.
They eventually went and did their own thing, which is fine, but it gave us the room to come up with our idea of Distinguished Creative LLC. And we actually worked with a consulting firm that kind of inspired us for that name, funny enough.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, it's just been really a brand that we want to stick to. And to us, it really stands out. It's unique. It's not a name we've seen before anywhere, even the logo. And the logo really has a lot of history behind it, too. It relates back to some original characters we've made and designed. We've really started to incorporate them into the brand for the advertising. I don't know if you've ever seen any of our little ads on our page, but when we do the voiceovers, that's some of those characters.
And the quickest way to make someone very keen to what you're doing is to make them feel good, make them laugh.
Agreed.
So we think adding not so much seriousness, but a lot of bit of self-humility and comicability into our stuff, and be humorous. Don't be afraid to laugh at yourself, but be free to be goofy.
Kind of cartoon.
And
I think
and you can make it work if you do it right. Just being yourself.
Yeah.
And eventually it'll work itself out and do what it needs to do, because that's just the way the world works. It's the path of your energy you put forth.
Yeah, I definitely want to add on to that. That's kind of where, going back to our brand, we feel we strike the perfect balance of serious business aspect, but also the fun, kind of goofy aspect. And I think that's a nice balance to have, because you got to have fun. You got to love what you do. Yeah. And when you're doing what we do, which is going out and helping other creators and events and small businesses that are local throughout Florida, to have content they need that they can use for their advertising or whatever purpose they need to use it for, that's really a mission that we have, that we realize, hey, we can't always be serious, can't always be goofy. But if we have a nice balance, it's going to work out nicely.
Yeah, absolutely. That resonates with me too, because, I am into content creation. I kind of fell into it, but it's just about having a creative outlet.
Exactly.
And it's something that not everyone does. Maybe they're afraid to get on camera or afraid to put their voice out there or whatever. And it's just a way for you to stand out and be different and help your clients to stand out and be different.
Exactly.
And actually being goofy on camera will help you learn to be comfortable on camera. Just, hey, this is who I am. They don't have to like it, but they have to accept it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What's like the ideal client you'd be looking for, or kind of, do you guys have a niche, or is it more open-ended?
That's actually a great question. I'll go ahead and kind of start us here. I know Alex will probably add on to that. Definitely want you to, man. But with this case with our business, we originally tried to kind of do a little bit of everything, and we realized that that was stretching us too thin.
Yeah.
So we narrowed it down more to be a little more niche in terms of the category of what we focus on, which is photography and video as opposed to doing the audio aspect for now.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the video segment, we focus more on short form content, which, these days it's all over social media, all over the internet. Statistically speaking, people are more likely to watch videos that are 10 minutes or less versus those that are over 10 minutes, unless it's like a TV episode or things
Right.
along those lines. So with that being kept in mind, we kind of took that and we're like, okay, how are we going to run with this? Who do we want to target specifically? Definitely small businesses that are new or have maybe been around for a bit, but they need some content that, good prices, but also a dedicated team. And that's the most important thing here, a dedicated team that's going to work with you. Make sure that you get what you need and that you're getting the support that you need in the process. And then, of course, we like to target events too, local events as well, whether it's business events or personal events, like parties, things like that. Even content creators like ourselves, if they need somebody to come in and help them with their edits or have regular edits or some sort of dedicated service. There's so many tools that we have at our disposal that we feel like since we know how to use them, we could just really give that experience to these types of groups and really deliver on it. And one thing I did want to add to that too is we also have looked at influencers as well.
Yeah.
Whether it's a smaller one or a larger one, because they of course get a lot of exposure, but in turn they need to have the right content to get that exposure.
Sure.
Want to be able to help them extend their reach, get their voice out to the people who they want to hear their voice. And we want to be able to do exactly what for us that they did for their clients, and that's help them extend their voice, extend their business, get more clients, and help more people.
And that's really what it comes down to. We're not just in it for, we're just trying to make a quick buck. Yeah, every business has to make its profit, but we're in it to really help other people that have been in a similar position to where we were with our other business ideas. Or even when we started this a couple years ago, it's like, hey, you're a new business. It's going to be an uphill battle. You're going to have difficulties. You're going to have challenges along the way. But why not have a team to come in and help you with that, to get you the content that you need? That takes less stress off your shoulders, especially if you're not familiar with how camera equipment works. You're not too good with editing tools, or maybe you don't have the time for it. All strong selling points in that case. But I'm not here to promote the product.
Sure.
I'm just telling our mission. We really want to kind of take that difficulty out of people's lives when they're trying to build their business.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, give that to us. Let us handle that, so you can focus more on your idea, getting that idea worked on.
What got you excited in the first place to do this is what we want to keep alive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And to us, that's really what distinguished means. To be a distinguished creative, you're setting yourself out from other brands. You're finding your niche. You're going out and you're doing what it takes. But then you're also distinguished in the sense that what is it that makes you want to keep your particular idea alive?
Yeah.
That's really what inspired our brand name. I think we all have that distinguished creative inside of us.
It kind of sounds like what you're trying to keep alive is that authenticity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got it.
So why is that so important for your business?
I'll let you come in here.
To be honest with you, it's important because it's the basis of integrity of a business.
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
your heart and your soul of why you got up in the morning and you put on your clothes and you were driven to complete a goal and to get stuff done.
Absolutely.
That's the authenticity to keep the hard working aspects of creation and just business in general alive.